Hello, I'm Grae-Dickason, a master painter with Home Pro Painting. Today we are going to prep and paint trim. We start out by using a sandable filler for nail holes, cracks, and other imperfections in the trim itself. Once the first filler is dry, we sand it, remove the dust, use a rubbing alcohol on the areas where people touch to clean it, and apply acrylic caulking to all the joints and spaces. The caulking is not sandable, so use a wet rag to clean off the excess right after it's been applied. We use three types of tape. The blue tape, which is the low tack tape, has the least chance of pulling old paint off the wall and leaves a nice crisp edge. We use the standard green painter's tape, which we like to use on the floor, and it's a general purpose all-use tape. And we use the high tack tape, which is very good for outdoors, for rough surfaces. In this case, we're using it over the grout lines on the floor to get a good bond. Using a good quality 2.5-inch sash brush, that's a brush which just bristles are cut on an angle, and using a cut can, which is a spare can with only about 1 inch of paint in the bottom, dip the brush into the paint until the bristles are half covered, then removing the excess paint on the inside of the can or on the can lip. Never start a painting stroke with the brush right in a corner or right up against an edge, but rather start about 1/2 inch out. Allow the paint to unload from the brush, and then on the second or third stroke, move right up against the edge. Be sure to keep your eyes focused on the trailing edge of the brush and lift the brush off the surface before you look about. Always paint with the grain, and the brush should move from a dry, unpainted area to an area with paint on it. Your finishing brush strokes should be long, with not much weight on the brush. The working time on most trim paints is less than 10 minutes. So work in one area. Once it's completed, move on. Don't go back and start touching it later. Start your project with baseboards, and as you start to get a feel for the paint and the brush, then you can move on to the windowsills. I hope you found this video helpful. Have a good day.